Hello, hello, hello. How are you? This is Melody. I am so happy to be here with you and to talk about the things I love to talk about the most, which is the area of relationships, which is how to have relationships that are happy and joyful and thriving and amazing and miraculous. I know that seems like, impossible. For most people. It seems very impossible because when you listen to these stories of, stories of people, stories of what they tell us, stories of, the world, you think it's impossible to have amazing, rocking, heart, passion, heart, like is our business is called Heart Passion Relationships, right? So today I wanted to tell you our story as a business. This has been a journey. Started with me working on myself, experimenting, trying this, trying that, and it became a yeah, just to say hello if anyone can hear me. It's always good to hear someone saying we can hear you. Say hello before I start talking. Before I start talking. Yeah, it's been a journey, a journey of discovery for myself. So it started with boy meets girl, right? And oh my God, the things I did not know that I didn't know at the time. I thought I knew everything. I thought I was well informed. I thought I understood everything about relationships because, I read a lot of romance novels. And then, I got into a relationship and it wasn't like I expected at all. For one thing, I had to show up, I had to be present, I had to um, be myself. Initially, I would try to be all sorts of people because I thought, that's why he would love me. And then I realized actually that didn't make any sense because he didn't care about that. He cared about me. And then fast forward, I was miserable in my marriage. And then I started doing, self-love things because I thought, the best way for me to be happy is for me to just love myself and ignore him. And as I was loving myself, my heart literally broke open because I started to realize how much love I had inside me for myself, for the men I married, for my children, for the world, for everybody. So when I started Heart Passion Institute, I wanted to bring an awareness to the world that what's possible if you remove the fear and the angst and the what do you call it, the expectations and the demands, the I deserve this kind of approach, your relationships will transform. So when you come to Heart Passion Institute, we have steps that you need to take. Let's say you are single. I've worked with single people. We take a more of a holistic approach to relationships. We don't just say, we help dating people or we help married people, or we help couples. We take a holistic approach. Holistic approach meaning we are looking at the whole aspect of relationships. We are looking at, you are single but your life is not going as well as you want, and you want to be connecting to people but things always don't work out. Everybody's wrong, right? And you just don't understand what's going on. So we will help you to start looking at healing your pain from childhood, from past relationships, from people that have harmed you before, boyfriends, whatever, and do healing work and transform that into freedom, into letting go of all that gunk. And then you start looking at, who do I want to be, who do I want to be now. And if you are looking for a date, what type of person do I want to be with? If you're married already, what type of person do I want to be in this relationship I am in? And we work with that, we work with you until You start to have a vision of what your relationship looks like. What do you want your relationship to look like? If you're dating, you start to look at what type of men do you want to have in your relationship. The person you are and the type of men you want, they have to match, right? You can't want somebody who's way out of your league, and you expect them to come and meet all those holes that you have in your life. You have to want the person that suits your needs and your values and your expectations out of life. And then, as a couple, if you're married, then you start looking at what type of marriage do we want? What things do we need to do in order for us to enjoy being together? And some of the things are having date nights. Do you have a committed date night, or at least a committed day? Doesn't have to be a date night. Committed day that you spend together, reconnecting, telling each other what's going on in your life, what are ambitions, what's coming up, what's not working, what's working. You don't have to wait until you're miserable to talk about that. The more you talk about your things as they come up, the easier they are to fix and to solve, because you don't have too much baggage around them. And then we start looking at having, heaven on earth, as I call it, transformational relationships that, you're really connected energetically, and you're really together, you're partners, you are building something, and you're always building something. That is awesome, that is amazing. So that's the holistic approach to relationships. There will be times when you feel, pushed, and because this is not going to be like an easy walk in the park. You're going to be pushed, you're going to get out of your comfort zone, you have to change your mindset, you're going to be open to new ways of thinking. Otherwise, nothing is going to change. And sometimes people think, oh, they know what a melody is going to tell them, because they know. And if in most cases, you'll be so wrong, because most people are not even aware of what they're meant to be doing. And they have spent years and years in learning degrees to be marketers, or to be biologists or engineers or whatever. And that's taken them a long time. It's the same time you need to spend working on your relationship. The only good thing is I've done all the heavy lifting. So I'll give you shortcuts and tools that will help you to do it faster, quicker, and easier. And you'll be laughing your way. You'll be laughing your way to your home every day after work. One of my clients says, you know what, I never thought my relationship was going to be this great, because she always thought she had an amazing marriage. Now her marriage is even more amazing, because now she knows how to speak to her sons, to motivate them, so they respect her, they love her, they love spending time with her. She doesn't have to bully them into doing their chores anymore. They do it because they love to do it for her. And isn't that amazing? And if you are, couples, I've had a client of mine, her husband wanted to come meet me. We met on Zoom, because he just couldn't believe how amazing his life was. And it was like, are you the woman, the wondrous woman who has changed my life? So those are some of the, things that come up, because when you work with people, relationships just transform and they become amazing, and you can have the best relationship of your life. That's it. Thank you so much for listening. I look forward to talking to you this week. Next week. This is the love month, right? This is our month. So we're going to be doing things next week. I might ask you to do some games and stuff, just to spice up life and to make everything more exciting. So bye for now. I appreciate you. And if you're watching on the replay, say hello. I always want to know. And yeah, mwah.